this is gonna be my new bike here, Indian Scout Bobber 2019. I had the Harley 48 Sportster, and I've checked online about comparisons, but everyone wants to compare the Iron 883 with the Scout. Not even the Scout 60, the Scout. These are two completely separate power plants. So I had owned the 48 1200, and now I have the Scout, not the Scout 60. So I've heard so many things, you know, we all have seen the over 100 horses, liquid cooled, all of that stuff, whatever. But this is gonna be more of a hands-on feel. So this is it. We're gonna take it for the first test drive and see if I actually made a good choice. All right. Well, I'm heading pay some bills. All right, so this is my hands-on comparison between this Indian Scout Bobber and the Harley 48 Sportster, or Sportster 48, which I also had. I went ahead and sold that one back actually and got me this. So we're gonna go through the same routes, see how it responds and everything. So far, my initial feeling when I first rode it, it's great. It's great. Yes, I would say it's also better than the Harley 48 Sportster. And people were comparing the Scout Bobber or the Scout to the to the Harley Iron, the Iron 883. But I would say the 883 is more in line with the Scout 60, not actually the 48. So 48 compares to this Scout here, and I can tell you, yes, we know, like I said, we know about the power, the liquid cool, all of that stuff. The power is there. It is. This one does have 6 gears compared to the Harley's 5 gears. That extra gear does make a difference. When on this road, I would feel a lot of vibration coming from the bike. This one, hardly, not hardly, but rarely, I guess, any vibration coming. It's smooth. It is smooth. Brakes are smooth. Even the change of gears is smooth on this bike. The Harley was more of a clunking noise. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Sounded like a Chevy or something. It does pick up low end and high end. You just give that throttle and that thing goes. It goes. I'm on a 35 miles per hour road, I think. The aesthetics is better. I like the black matte finish. I did have a stage 1 exhaust or a stage 1 kit on the Harley. I don't have anything. This is bare. This one is just stock. I am going to change the exhaust here soon. But even with the stage 1 on the Harley, I still didn't feel the power that I would like to get. That was my first bike. This is my second. I'm only like a year riding. As far as being comfortable, they both give you that forward control and low handlebars, but I don't know, for this one it has a sportier look to it. The other one, the 48, even though it said forward controls, it looked like it was, it felt like it was more mid control, or just a little bit, you know, like my feet was tucked in a little bit higher. And I'm only 5'5". I can flat foot this, so that's great for me. The bigger tank as well, now that we're looking at the gas tank here, the bigger tank, so more bang for the buck. The other one had the peanut 2.5 tank. This one has a 3.2, 3.5, something like that. I'm not too sure. I don't go on long trips, but just to have a bigger tank, you know, in case you need it. After a while, I don't like it too much. It that vibration, like even standing here. Let me put this on neutral, but even just sitting here, It's not shaking or anything. The Harley was shake. I didn't like that too well after a while. Can't tell you how smooth it is to just change through these gears. It's great. Oh, big truck. Get out the way, truck. The handling, also great. Smooth. I don't know. I think just the Harley, it just felt like a tank. I mean, it's good if it's built like a tank because it's gonna last, but it's rigid, really rigid. All right, here we go. Okay, this thing goes. This thing does 65 easy, whereas the I just switched to 6 gears. I'm at 70. Let me slow it down a bit. And it comes down pretty fast too. I mean, this thing could get up to highway speeds pretty fast. Pretty fast. Right there, I did, I was going kind of slow, and then I lit it up after 45. Went up to 55 and then 65. 70, excuse me. Went up to 70. 6 gear. The Harley, when I got on the highway just to try it out, I don't know, like at 65, at 60, 62, it was just making way too much noise. Like the power was, that's it. There was more. I mean, I spoke to other guys and like, no, you could redline that thing higher than that. But I mean, if you ever driven a manual transmission, you know when the engine is calling to shift gears. You know, it just sounds different. It feels different. So I had that sound and that feel. I was like, oh man, this thing is gonna blow up, which it probably won't. Well, I'm hoping it won't. But this Indian Scout here, 70, easy. 60 miles per hour on fifth gear, easy. Switch to 6, 70. So this thing goes, and that's what I mean about other people telling me too. Hey, the Indian is better, more bang for the buck, and they're right. They're absolutely right. So I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I'm happy I got rid of the other one. I mean, obviously you take a loss, and it had the stage 1 kit, all of that. But hey, I'll do this to this one now. I'm gonna keep this one for a while before maybe I'll get a different one, like an actual touring bike or something. I don't know, but I gotta get into long riding for that. And I don't really ride that long. This is like I went to go run errands. This is what I do. Just go run errands real quick. 3rd gear, 45. 4th gear, all the way to 55, 58. 5th gear, 65. 6th gear, past 70. Yeah, if you're getting into the, if you want your first bike or something, you know, I would say go with an Indian. I've never driven the Scout 60, so if you're too concerned about power and all of that, you don't want that. I mean, it's not really a lot of power. I mean, it is, but it's doable. It's manageable, I should say. But if that's one thing you're afraid of, then I would still go with an Indian Scout 60. That compares to the Iron 883, I would say. And then if you go up a little bit, it'll be the 48 compared to the this one, the Scout or the Scout Bobber. But I would say do it without a doubt. All right, I'm out.